Hello, hello, hello. Let me just say thank you for yesterday. If you were on Tuesday Tarot, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful messages came through. And it took a lot of energy out of me, so I know that we went deep. So thank you for those messages. If you didn't get a chance to be on the meeting or you're looking for a little bit of guidance, I would encourage you to watch that replay. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something there for you. Then I would popped over to the Lightworkers Connection Circle with Sheila Tillich, Reverend Sheila Tillich, the beautiful Sheila Tillich. And that was a really great meeting. She talked about energy. So that was really beautiful. So if you're really someone who's looking for a group or a tribe and you're feeling isolated or alone because you're on this spiritual path or journey, the Lightworkers Connection Circle was who I've actually found just as she was starting it up over about a year and a half ago for people like us who are going through it. We are on a journey. We are ascending. And people around us may not understand what we're talking about or what we're feeling or why we're stepping back, why we need to get quiet. So if you're looking for a group, I would encourage you to check out SheilaTillich.com for all of the information. All you have to do is free register. It is a free meeting every twice a month. The next one is on February 15th. So the link is actually on yesterday's daily video. So if you didn't see yesterday's daily video, I encourage you to check that out too. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Zanelle. Hello, Kathy. So I'm coming on this afternoon because of those two meetings and just how powerful they were. I woke up exhausted because being in connection in those high vibrational frequencies, it taxes you. It taxes you energetically. It taxes you physically. It taxes you emotionally. It taxes you mentally. So I had to be a little gentle with myself and take a little time today to kind of get myself back in balance. So I had to do some eating and I had to do some meditating and I had to do some work because, I have to pay the bills. So I have to be human too. So I did some work. So I put this up so that you would all know that I would be here at this time today because I knew I wasn't going to make it before noon. And so here we are. Hey, Amy, welcome. So be checking out. Sorry, guys, my nose is running off my face here. The room that I'm in has no heat, like a heat source in it. So it gets the heat from the other parts of the house. And it's been a little challenging the last couple of days. So I have a heater running in here, but my nose is running. So there you are. I don't have a cold. I'm not sick. It's just cold. Hence the big black sweater. So one of the things they say about being on YouTube or being on camera or being in a live video, you should wear like bright colors. I'm not good at that. I'm typically in black. So something to work on for the year, I think. Something to work on. But yeah, so those videos are really good. So if you were able to check out the Tuesday Tarot, do that. If you're able to check out yesterday's daily guidance, definitely check that out. And the link is in the comments for everything Sheila Tillich. Yeah, seriously. Whoever put up the laughing emoji. Yeah. So it's winter. It's winter. All right. So today I wanted to do two things on this video. I think we're going to do two things, not just one. So we're going to do the daily guidance. I'm going to pull those cards right now. And then I think I'm going to spend some time talking about the Evidential Medium course because I was looking at a video that I did when I had put out the very, very first course. I actually got on and just did like an infomercial for that course. And I thought, well, I think we need that again, or I need that again because it's evolved so much since the very first inception. Lots of evolution, lots of nuggets of information that I bring in the course now that I didn't then. So, yeah, Dawn, that's okay. We're just gonna, keep powering through. So one of the nuggets, I actually posted in the group today. One of those nuggets. So I think I'm going to start doing that is as the nuggets kind of come up that I think I'm going to start posting that in the guidance group because I know that those of you who are on this journey with me, you're light workers, you're coming into a spiritual awakening, you're ascending energetically, you have a lot going on and many of you want to share it. And so how do you share it? And that's what the Evidential Medium course is designed to help you do. But before we get there, let's pull some cards on the energies for today. So if you're interested in that course, stick around. Cliche, it's actually in the yesterday's daily guidance in the chat. Yeah, Sheila popped on and she put it in. If it's not yesterday, it's the day before. But yes, it is there. It's actually sheilatillich.com/events will also get you to the Lightworkers Connection Circle information. Okay, the cards are literally jumping. So we're going to keep that one. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Whew, big energies today. Yeah, the universe. The universe is having your back. The universe is showing up, is bringing to you the connection that you're wanting for knowing which way to go. The infinity symbol really is what I am feeling today in this card. And what that means is that you're not alone, that the universe in its infinity, it's never ending. It's universal energy. You are supported. You are being brought to that which is for you. And for many of you, you have to let go of the attachment to the way you think things are going to work out. Sometimes how they're going to work out is we can't see that. We don't know. We don't have the big playbook that our soul has. So we have to let go of, detach from how we think something is going to play out in our lives, how something is going to happen in our lives. And this is a very big idea, and it may take you a minute to process that information. Because when you detach from an outcome, you're actually allowing then the universe to join up the dots and bring that to you, which is for you, in the way that it will work for you. Because as humans, we want things a certain way. We want things to go in a certain direction. We want that certain person in our lives. We want that certain job. Sometimes it's not what is for us. It's not the best outcome for us, whether it's the person or the job or that role or whatever. And if you can let go of the attachment to that, that is when the universe can join things up and bring things to you. And I feel like that's what we're going through right now. And what many of you are going through. You're going through the fact that you've been wanting something very hard. You've been trying to manifest it very hard, and it's just not happening because it's not meant to. Because what they want to bring you is better for you, better for your situation. So you have to let go of the attachment as to how something is going to work out or how something's going to play out in your life. Let go of the attachment, because when you do, when you let go and you focus on what you can control, what is working out for you right now, you stay in the present moment and you stay in alignment with what is working out for you right now. That's when the universe can join up the dots and bring to you that which is for you, when you're not focusing on it anymore. And I know that's really, really hard, because if you're in a situation where you really need a new job, how can you not focus on that? Or if you're in a situation where you're just so ready to have a partner, how can you not focus on that? So what I would say is set it aside. Set it aside and go and do something you can have joy in. Allow the joy to raise your vibrational frequency to bring that to you, which is for you. Whew. And all that, I didn't even look at the next card, guys, and there it is, because you are the alchemist. You have the power to change your situation, to bring in the magic through letting go and letting the universe bring it to you, allowing it. getting in the allowance that the universe has your back, that your soul is going to, your higher self is going to bring to you that which they know you need and want and is for you, but you have put some kind of attachment to the outcome. You've put some kind of how and when on it, and that doesn't work for the universe. The universe isn't like a drive-through menu. You can go and go, I want this, this, and this in 30 seconds. So what you have to do is you have to say, okay, I really am in line for a job, and then let it go. I really am in line for a new relationship, and then let it go. Go do something you can have joy in, because that is going to be the magic. That is going to be the alchemy that you need. Get out of the drama. Get out of the drama. So anybody around you that isn't having your back, isn't supporting what it is you want, say thank you and walk away. Or if you're buying into some drama, or you're creating some drama in your life, you got to work on letting that go. You got to work on letting go of the expectation that something's going to be a certain way. Because how it comes in for you is going to be the best way for you. For you. Not for somebody else, but for you. So maybe you're looking at somebody else and going, oh my gosh, that's how they did it. I'm going to do it that way. And then it doesn't work for you. And you're like, what the? It's because that was their way. That wasn't your way. Hi, Lori. Because it is time for everything to be flowing over in your experience. It is time for everything to be flowing over in your experience. But if you're blocking it, then it can't. So put out the resumes. Network with people if you want to meet someone new. Do what you can and let go of the attachment of how you think it's supposed to work. And then see everything flowing over in your experience. Maybe having a choice, getting a couple of job offers and going, oh, where do I want to put myself? Or maybe meeting a couple different people and going, oh, didn't see that coming. Whatever it is, you can be the alchemist. You can allow the universe to bring to you that which is for you, but you have to get out of your own way. You actually have to light the way by staying in gratitude, by requesting most benevolent outcome, for letting go of the attachment of how you think something is going or should be. Yeah, let going of shoulda, woulda, coulda. Because how things are going to show up are going to be how it is need for you in your experience, for your path, for your purpose, not like anybody else's. So if you're really in a situation where you're like, but this is how this worked out for this person, why isn't it working out for me? Let that go. That was their journey. I'm on mine. Yeah, sometimes we create our own drama, and we have to get away from that. We have to be like, okay, that's how they did it. I'm over here. I'm going to feel my way into doing and performing the magic for myself, getting into high vibrational frequency so I can allow the law of attraction to bring to me that which is for me. I'm going to stop wanting, because all I'm doing is attracting more wanting. I'm going to be in a very quiet space. I'm going to take care of what I can take care of. Focus on what is going right. Enjoy what I enjoy. And let the other thing flow into my experience. It takes practice. I know it does. I'm still not good at it myself. I'm working on it too. So yes, I very much think this is also a message for me today. As humans, we get so attached to what we want and to how we think it's supposed to show up that we actually block ourselves. And it is through getting in meditation, it is getting quiet, it is get into the belief that everything is working out for our highest and greatest good, that is what is going to make the difference. Letting go of the attachment of how we think it's supposed to show up, or even what we think it's supposed to be. I mean, if you had told me, 10 years ago, where did I think I was supposed to be? Wasn't sitting here, wasn't being here with you doing this. Ten years ago, if you'd asked me where I thought I should be, teaching middle school, teaching high school. Maybe even by now being the chair of a department. Wasn't meant to be, wasn't my road. And I went through a grieving process, honestly, guys. When that career went kaput, I went through a grieving process because I'd worked so hard to achieve it. And sometimes we have those moments where it's like, why wasn't that for me? I worked really hard at it. And I had to accept that that wasn't my road. That no matter how I tried to make it work, it just wasn't working. And it wasn't because I wasn't good at my job. It wasn't because I wasn't knowledgeable or talented. It was not where God needed me. He needed me right here, helping all of you come into your gifts, come into your purpose, to help you along your journey, because this is a very isolating and solitary journey for some. And I was very isolated, and I didn't know who to turn to or where to go. And to be honest with you, when I was pushed into sharing this road, I asked, why me? I don't have any special anything. I'm just figuring it out. And that's what I was brought to. Yeah, you're going to help other people figure it out because you have figured it out. And I feel moderately successful. And I feel good at where I am. But it's taken me a grieving process of really letting go of what I thought things were going to be like. That took a minute. It took several years. And that's what I say. This is a journey with really no destination. But you get taken to each step as you go. And some of those steps are very surprising. Some of those steps are not where you thought you were going to be at all. Didn't see that coming. Can't tell you how many times I've said that. Didn't see that coming. Good and bad. But if you can get into a space of allowing, letting go of the attachment of how you think things are going to happen or how you think they should happen, it makes all the difference. So what you can do in the process is earth and ground. Get into connection with Mother Gaia. Know that you're not alone by feeling the connection to the earth and how it does center you and ground you in a way that then you can receive those messages that help you take that next step. Help you receive that feeling of safety and stability and security that you're not alone. Yeah. Get into connection with Mother Gaia, especially when you're feeling like you're out of sorts, especially when you feel like you're out of balance, especially when you feel like nothing is going right and how the heck am I getting out of this situation? Get quiet. Get on the earth, whether it's sitting on your floor or sitting on the ground, and do a meditation. Even if that meditation is simply a prayer of, please bring me some knowingness that I'm going to be okay. Bring me some feeling that says you are loved, even if there's nobody around you loving you on the physical. Because in the non-physical, it is a majestic feeling. It is an overwhelming, powerful vibration of love that I can't describe. You are never alone. And you are completely, completely loved. So all you have to do is ask and receive. And for many of us, it is allowing the receiving in, getting quiet, believing that everything is working out for your highest and greatest good, believing it in a way that you feel it intrinsically. Nothing can sway you. Nothing can sway you. Your belief is so strong. That is when the receiving happens. So it is time. It is time to network. It is time to partner. It is time to get into friendship and union with the people around you and with your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters. On the other side, look at that. Look at that love right there. I don't know if I can get it to connect. Oh, there it is. Look at that beautiful heart right between them. Look at the love that they are emitting by being together. That's what it's all about. And that's what it's all about. And when you feel like you don't have anybody in the physical to create that love with, that's when you have to go into the non-physical. That's when you have to get quiet and get into a meditative state, whether it's laying in your bed, listening to music, letting the feeling wash over you, whether it's taking a walk and letting the endorphins really help you to feel that connection. However you need to do it is right for you. Archangel Ariel, there it is, joy and love. She popped out last night too. Joy and love. That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. That's what we're here to have. Joy and love. That highest vibrational frequency. That is what we're here to have. And if you're having a hard time getting into joy and love because the things in your life are so hard, they're ridiculously not going well, call in Archangel Ariel to help you. I actually have, in Guidance 311, one of the very first meditations that I did was titled Self-Love, and Archangel Ariel came in. So something to think about if you really need that connection. And for some reason, I'm getting called, not usually a card deck I use in the daily reading, but we're going to do it today. So we're going to get a romance angel. Let's get a romance angel. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Yeah. And for some of us, it's about getting into true love with ourselves. It's about loving ourselves so unconditionally that everyone around us can do nothing but love us. So I just want you to know that wherever you are in your relationship status, you are lovable and you are loved. Awesome, Joanna. Awesome. Awesome, honey. Awesome. So, big message today. Again, I felt it. I felt it for me. I felt it for all of us. I felt it. I felt it. I felt it. I've talked to several people today that are feeling kind of adrift. And I think Spirit wanted to come in and remind us all that we're never adrift, that we have everything we need right inside of us. All we have to do is tap into it. So that is one of the reasons that I have been brought to bring you the Evidential Medium course. It is 5 nights. It is a course. It is not a class. There are 5 classes, 2 hours each. It is 10 hours of foundational work that will then allow you to take your skills and take the information to share spirit in a way that will be meaningful. Now, whether you just do that for yourself and for the people around you, or whether you really want to start sharing it in a way that there's a monetary exchange, this course will give you everything you need for either one of those objectives, really. But I've been brought to bring this course about because many people are feeling spirit. People are awakening and ascending in these energies unlike they ever have before, or thousands of years. This is a whole new paradigm shift. This is a whole new energy. And when you're starting to tap into it and you don't know what it's all about, what do? And that has been my purpose in the last 10 years, is to bring this to you. So for those of you that are really ready to start sharing spirit and spirit's messages, because as a medium, that's why spirit is coming through. Each and every spirit that comes through, that's an important connection, because they're coming through with a message, with an important message. They're coming through for that person that you're reading for, or that person that they're attached to, because there's something they are feeling compelled to help with. Something that person's going on in their physical life that they need some direction for. So as an evidential medium, your job is to bring through the evidence of the spirit, so much so that the person you're sitting with truly knows and believes that that spirit is with them and in the room with you. They believe this beyond a shadow of a doubt. So if you're doing your job, you have said something or you have brought something through that there's no way you as your person, your 3D human self, could have known. And it's a beautiful thing when you can see that you've done that, because when you do it, you won't know it. You're just bringing through the evidence. You don't know what it means to that other person. And that's why it's so important to be removed emotionally as you deliver these messages, because you weren't in that relationship. All you can do as the job of the medium is to bring through the evidence for the person, the sitter, and for the spirit, so that they can have a connection that you're facilitating. You're not involved in. You're just facilitating that connection. That's what I love about this course, is I see people stepping into their gifts in a way that they can now use it and recognize that what they're doing is impactful. It's impactful for the spirit that they're bringing through, and it's impactful for the sitter, the person who's receiving the evidence and then receiving the message. And that's one of the things that I really stress in the course, is that you never want to bring through the message until you've given the evidence in such a way that, again, your sitter or your person knows that their spirit is there. So we talk about all the different ways you can give the evidence. And for many of you, you come to this course and you know that you're in connection with spirit, you know that you're feeling spirit, but you also need the foundation of how to strengthen that connection. And that's one of the things that I really, really talk about in the course. We really talk about energy. We really talk about universal laws. We talk about how this all connects, universe and us, how we come into connection, so that you can strengthen that connection. And one of the analogies that I always use is it's like a muscle, and you have to build the muscle. So you have to do the practice, and you have to strengthen your relationship and build a relationship with your spirit team. And who's on your spirit team? And that's the other part that we talk about in one of the foundational information pieces that I give, is who is on your spirit team. Who are they, and what is their role? Why are they important to be on your spirit team? Because one of the most important things about becoming an evidential medium is you want to make sure that you keep yourself safe, because you are allowing your energy to be shifted into the higher consciousness, the other realm, or on the other side of the veil, however you want to think of it. So making sure that you're safe in going into the unknown. And that is what your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters do for you. And so getting into connection with them and learning how to communicate with them where it becomes an exchange. Because sometimes spirit will bring through a message or a piece of evidence that you don't completely understand. And you may need to ask for clarification. I've done that many times. Like I see an image or I get a feeling and I'm not really sure what they're trying to convey. So I ask them in my relationship with them to bring me that piece of information either again or in a way that I will understand it. And so that is why it's so important to be able to have a relationship with your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters so that you can have those conversations. And so one of the things about being a medium is it can get a little chaotic because not only are you having a conversation with the person sitting in front of you, but you're having a conversation with the people on the other side. And it can be with the spirit that is coming through as well as your team. So you're having a conversation with many people in that room all at once. So it's so important to really be quiet and calm. Because remember, they're vibrating at a very high frequency. And sometimes when the information comes in, it really comes in fast. And so in many, many sessions, I found myself speaking very fast or getting excited because that energy that's coming through me is affecting me physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, energetically. So there's a lot of pieces in the 5 nights that we're going to embrace and we're going to really practice. I don't want you to think that for 2 hours I just give information. No way. This is experiential. So we're going to be meditating, and I am going to take you on very high vibrational guided meditations so that you can feel in connection with your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters, so that you can feel spirit on the other side. One of the pieces that I bring to the class, not only the information, but as a portal to the spirit realm, I'm able to amplify the energy. And so I'm able to help you meet spirit in a connection that you may not have been able to receive on your own. So that is one of the really big experiential pieces of taking a class with me, is that you're going to experience spirit. And for those of you that are ready, you're going to share spirit. You're going to do and practice readings for people, bringing spirit through. When you feel comfortable, when you feel ready. Some people are ready to jump in and go right at that moment. Some people really want to do the sit back and just be in class for a few weeks. And that's one of the things that's so important to understand, is that when we come into class together, people are at different levels in their journey. And one of the things that I love watching is each and every one of you in my class will level up. Some will level up 1, some will level up more than 1. It just depends on the homework that you're doing and how open you are to receiving spirit and to receiving the information that I'm giving you. Because, again, you're going into the unknown, and some people do have fear attached to that. There's trepidation, and that is one of the things that as an evidential medium, you have to overcome. You have to be able to set your own personality, your own personal agenda, your own feelings to the background, and that takes practice. So that is something that, again, we practice and we talk about in class. So the Evidential Medium course it's packed. It's packed full of all kinds of really important information. And that's why it's a foundational piece where you will experience and learn a lot in the 5 weeks, but really what you take from it and build upon as you go is where you're going to take off. You're going to take off. So I do record the meetings so that I can send you the link and you can rewatch them. I do incorporate handouts that you may print off of the emails that you receive from me. So there's a lot of pieces to this, and there's a lot of information, and some of you may feel inundated with the information. But that's okay, because what doesn't resonate with you in the 5 weeks, I won't, and I have not been surprised when I have heard from people that it resonated later on down the road as they got experiencing and practicing and delivering messages. So that's why I'm so passionate about this course. That's why I love this course so much, and why I'm excited each and every time I put a new group of people, a new cohort together, so that we can learn and grow on this journey together. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat box today or any day that you're watching this on the replay, and I will answer that. And I also want you to reach out to me. Guidance311@guidance311.com is the email. If you have any questions about your own journey, your own experience, and also on February 9th, we are going to get together. If you're thinking that this class is for you, or if you're taking the class and you just want to join us and share your experiences, or if you've taken a past class with me and would like to talk about your experiences, or maybe catch me up on where you are now, I would love that. So February 9th is an event on Facebook. You just have to go and purchase your ticket. And it's like 85% off until the day before. So until February 8th, I believe. So yeah, come join me, chat, get to know the people that want to work with me or that have worked with me. And if you're someone that has been kind of following me in the background and you want to meet me, February 9th would be a perfect opportunity to do that. But please bring your questions, bring where you are on your journey, so that we can really talk about what would help you. And maybe it'll be the course, and maybe it'll just be a piece of information that I'm able to give you that night. So whatever you want to do, February 9th, we're going to get together 7 o'clock on a Wednesday night. Please think about joining me if this is resonating with you, if you're feeling any of this. All right. So I'm going to leave it right there, guys. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being on this journey with me. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.